Metis Winter Morning. The name itself came from my early years. I first started working on that film in 1989 when I was a young university student, and it was just the idea of it. Then Whisker to Win Me came up, which is the support material. And then Ochre Crisis came up, where we my feature film, experimental film, 7 Fires for You, Get You Mana 2, took a lot of my time trying to get funding for the film. It was a very political film. And so I did that till 2002. Metis Winter Morning was picked up off and on during that time, but living in Sailor's Terrace at the time, I could not get funding. Then Metis Winter Morning was tried again in the new millennium, and I couldn't get funding. Metis Winter Morning is going to be a bittersweet love story that will share the early life of Alfred Moran and Irene Whitford, and their life leading up to their 8 children, the life they had as a Métis country and western singing band. They sang a lot throughout Alberta and Saskatchewan, as well as my dad worked on the railway. He worked in the Lusker coal mines. And the denouement of the film will be the apprehension of his 8 children, plus a half sister and a half brother. Total of 10 children that the family had, June '58. So ultimately, this story will be the prequel to the story on the adoption, the apprehension of the Moran family, which will be another story in itself, which I haven't really thought about. But yes, the Metis Winter Morning is a love story. It's going to be a dramatic story. It's going to be fun. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be thrilling. There's uncle kills a brother over a woman and a beer. The bad medicine that's practiced. The romance between my mother and another associate. The romance between my dad and my mom's sister, which led to our half-sister, Jackie Whitford. So a lot of intrigueness in the story, if that helps you explain what Metis Winter Morning is about. It's going to be a traditional classic narrative based on the 3-act play, style, not in the style, the 3-act play that Henry Ibsen developed in through the naturalist genre of theater. So that formation of narrative structure hasn't really changed since the 20th century and the 21st century. So Metis Winter Morning will be a traditional narrative film about my late dad and mom. Does that answer your question?